Hey, okay, I think we got one, baby.
Yo, listen, I'm tired of talking about fake niggas. I'm a racist because I hate niggas. I ain't good, I'm doing great, nigga. Y'all still keep complaining about bitches, y'all should go date niggas. Your whole existence is comical. Wanna learn how to be real, take notes and follow what I'ma do. I'm phenomenal, sleep on me, beat your ass like your mama do. Matter of fact, sleep on me, I'll beat your ass in your pajamas too. Niggas out here be on that whole shit, they acting like a whole bitch. Nigga, I know this. These niggas trash. I know. These niggas ass. I know. These niggas cap. I know. These niggas whack. I know. They say I use the word nigga too much. Nigga, I don't say it enough. Society treats a nigga like shit, but y'all more concerned about me saying words. Y'all niggas suck. There's so many phonies acting like homies. These chicks will blow me and fuck me and leave your ass feeling lonely. She saying she not that type of girl, you need to get to know me. You know that's some bullshit. These niggas trash. I know. These niggas ass. I know. These niggas cap. I know. These niggas whack. I know. I know these niggas be acting. They never amount to shit because these niggas be slacking. I know they be talking, but they never about that action. I know they be capping when they yapping, I get it cracking. Y'all niggas ain't pimping, y'all be simping while I be macking. I will never say that it happened if it never happened.
These niggas trash. I know. These niggas ass. I know. These niggas crap. I know. These niggas whack. I know.
All right, what up? What's good? What's poppin', people? It's your boy, Mr.Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to April MC in the building, literally. She's right here. Shout out to Nazawaka, John Doe, Miles John, what's poppin'? All about the Benjamins, what's good? 18 in the chat. Keith Joake, what up? What's going on? Unique 79 in the building. What up? Christian Gargans was popping. And remember, if you guys got questions for the Q in the chat, just leave the Q in the chat and I will get to it. Tim Reed, what's going on? Sean Bright, Brad Davis in the building, Certified Tyrone in the building, Joe Blash, Coach Justin in the building. What's going on? So today, guys, I'm gonna be reading a subscriber email who sent me this email. So remember, guys, if you want your questions answered, guaranteed, make sure you guys click the link below. Send me your questions. When you send a donation, you will get a guaranteed video response. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure that you guys send that so you can get this shit cracking. So today's title is talking about never give women an explanation for your actions. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys, what I'm talking about once I show you this email. You feel what I'm saying? But before we get into all of that, let's get into all this.
Everybody has game. The thing is, though, is your game weak or is your game strong? See, that's the difference. See, having weak game is synonymous with having no game. But you have game, you have a strategy to get what you want, but your strategy might be weak.
I always tell these guys, snap your fingers. And I'll tell them, snap your fingers. Like, you hear that sound? I'm like, what is that sound? Bitch, that's a 17-year-old that just turned 18. That's a 19-year-old that just turned 21. They are just they're everywhere.
Hi, how you doing? You think I give a fuck about how you doing, bitch? All I want you to motherfucking do is open your mouth and say something so I can hear how your voice sounds so it can tell me how the fuck to get at you.
Your feelings are not facts. Because you feel like whatever you feel like, you can't get me to believe that there's more than two genders. You understand what I'm saying? And truthfully, I'm not sorry because I can't really make facts out of your fucking feelings. Matter of fact, fuck your feelings. There's only two genders. Only two genders. You trying to tell me that genders are neutral and niggas is trying to come up with 92 fucking genders, bro.
There's this narrative now that it's okay for a man to cry, and it's really pushing this sensitivity, express yourself, express your feelings. One thing I've always respected about my father growing up, I never seen my dad cry. Me and him would get into arguments, we would go at it, we would fight. I would say the harshest things to him I could to hurt his feelings, but I never broke him.
Shoot, just the right pair of shoes get your dick sucked. Just the right pair of shoes. Women don't, seriously, you could look like Boris Cujo, you be 6'8", you know, have a print down to your knee. They look at those shoes, they bust, they just like, oh no, not him. Nah, boo-boo.
The bitches shine because of the nigga. Period. Like, and when it's functioning correctly, that's the way it is. So, on that note, dick is a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift.
And you got to play your way from start to the end. That's having game. Because if you do that, what you expect is what's going to happen. See, don't no accidents happen with motherfuckers that got game.
All right, we back. We are back. Let's do it. Let's get into it. So I'm gonna show you guys this email. It's a little bit long. It's not too long, but it's like medium size. But you know, I want to show you this because this is very important. So I'm gonna read through this whole thing, right? And what I want you to notice a few things. I'm gonna point it out so that you guys can know not to do this when you're actually talking to girls, trying to set up dates, trying to make shit happen. Okay, so let's get to this shit. All right, so this one says, Mr.Locario, I'm on a dating site called Match.com, and I messaged this girl by telling her, "Hello there, I came across your profile and I thought you were so gorgeous. We should get together for drinks. And when are you free?" Then she was very responsive by telling me usually on weekends. I replied, "Okay, me too. Let's shoot for Saturday night. Here's my number." And I gave her my number. Text me and we'll talk about plans. So she texts me and then she tells me she's tied up on Saturday. Then I asked her, if you're tied up on Saturday, then how does Sunday work? She says Sunday works. Then I make the clear-cut plans by telling her that we're going to meet up at a pub and grill bar on Sunday at 1 p.m. I gave her the address and everything. Then she replies back and says, "Are you a professional at this?" Then I said, "Let's just say I know a lot of good places." She says, "Sounds good." And then she says, what is this? Damn, this shit is all in my way. Anyway, so she says, "You're not going to ask for my social security number or try to sell me something, are you?" Then I said, "No. Have other guys actually did that to you?" She said, "One guy tried to tell me he wanted to be my sugar daddy. He just needed my social security number and driver's license number first." Then I said, "Well, there's no reason to feel insecure with me like that." Then she said, "So I won't end up on an episode of Dateline NBC after I meet you?" I said, "No." She said, "Cool." So then I replied by saying, "So I will see you Sunday at Villa Pub at 1 p.m. Looking forward to seeing you. Have a good night." So then she replies back saying, "You don't want to continue texting?" I said, "What for?" She said, "To get to know each other. See if we vibe, make the first meeting less awkward so you can see how witty I am." Then I said, "What do you think meeting on the date is for?" And then she says, I don't text for hours or days. And then he says, sorry, I don't do things this way. I need to see you in the physical world to get the physical vibe. This is what I want to do. This is my plan. If you don't like it, then we can move on from this right now and I will look for someone else. She said, okay, well, I'm not comfortable meeting a total stranger. Good luck. I don't understand. I only wanted to text in the 5 days until we meet. But if you can't understand why a woman would not feel comfortable meeting a total stranger, then I can't explain it to you. I just told her I don't accept excuses. I think he meant to, he used the wrong way of saying it. I don't care if you feel comfortable or uncomfortable or not. Bottom line is I go on real dates, not phone dates or keyboard dates. Since you already shown me you're uncooperative, then you showed me that we already would not be a compatible match right off the bat. And then he finally says, so that's the story. My question is, did I do the right thing by charging this girl to the game by not buying into her excuses for not going along with my plan? Or was there anything different you felt I could have done? All right. Jesus Christ. Whew. That's a long ass email. Guys, remember, when you send me emails, try to make it as short as possible. But what I would say, though, about this email is that it's good because he he at least showed me all this. We see the details of what's going on here. So there's a lot of back and forth, right? There's a lot of back and forth going on here. Now, this is the thing that he shouldn't have done, and this is what I'm trying to tell you guys that you shouldn't do, right? Is first, let me point this out real quick where he fucked up. Let me show you where he fucked up. So this is the second part where he says, she's like, oh, you're not going to ask me for my social security and try to sell me something, are you? Right. And then he said, I said, no. And then he asked her, he says, have other guys actually did that to you? Right. So now he's engaging in conversation with this woman. You understand? So she's trying to be cute and say all these little cutesy things, but he's actually participating in the conversation. So he's like, oh, so has that ever happened to you? Did this happen or that happen? So now she's going back and forth with him, right? And then he says, okay, well, here, this is the date. I'll see you on the date. So now she's like, but wait a second, how come we can't still talk, right? Because he's already engaging in conversation from the jump. So she probably figures, okay, well, cool, this is a guy I can continue to talk to. So the first thing I want to tell you guys is this. When you're setting up a date, right, and you're trying to make something happen, save all the small talk. Like, don't get into conversations with the woman. I always tell guys this. Think about setting a date like you're ordering food at McDonald's. You understand? You just place your order. Hey, let me get a number 2 with a super size and a Coke. That's it. When you set the date, hey, listen, let's meet up here at Sunday, 1:00. I'll see you there. That's it. Don't ask her shit. Don't ask her how her day is. Don't ask her about none of this. Nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Just set the fucking date and keep it moving. Now, sometimes what will happen is this, which is what she was trying to do, was pull him into a conversation. So she's like, oh, so you don't want to talk more? You don't want to make any of this happen, right? Now, what he could have done, and this is what you guys should do when a woman's trying to pull you into the conversation, right? First of all, you got to make sure that you're being just straight, cut and dry with just trying to set up a date and that's it. But if she's like, oh, well, why don't we want to talk on here more? Or why can't we get to know each other on here more? And then you say to her, and we did say, which was good. He said, listen, we'll talk more on a date, basically. That's what he's saying, right? And that's all you need to say. Now, what happened is, and this is the part where he fucked up, again, is that he's trying to explain to her why. So she's like, well, why don't you want to talk? And, what's up with that? He's like, well, this is how I plan things and this is how I like to do things. And if you're not trying to do the things that I'm trying to do right now, and like, you see what I'm saying? He's going through this fucking explanation as to why he's setting shit up and trying to do this way. Don't explain shit to women. Just do shit. So basically all you would need to do is this. She's like, oh, don't you want to talk more? Actually, no, I'd rather just talk once we get once I see you on Sunday. So anyway, have a good week. I'll see you Sunday. And if she's like, oh, but I actually like to talk to guys before I meet them, and, I don't want to meet a total stranger and all that other stuff, then you say, okay, well, cool. I respect what you want to do, but I don't really want to do that. So here's what we'll do. You have my number, and if you ever want to get together, just hit me up and let me know. And that's it. And then you just keep moving. You don't talk to her, you don't text her, you don't do nothing, right? So basically what you're doing is you're letting her know, hey, I want to meet up with you and do this. She's like, well, I want to talk to you. And you're like, well, I don't want to fucking talk to you. So if you want to meet me, hit me up. You have my number because you know what I want to do. You understand? You don't have to explain to her why you don't want to talk to her. You don't got to explain to her, well, this is the way I do shit. You don't got to explain to her. You understand? Because what's happening now is you're getting into a back and forth fucking argument with some random chick. You understand? You're giving this woman more attention than it needs to happen. You understand what I'm saying? There doesn't need to be this back and forth thing. And also what happens is this, is if the girl is really feeling you, right? 9 times out of 10, or I should even say 10 times out of 10, right? When you say, hey, meet me here and let's make this happen, right? She's going to be like, cool, sounds good. Looking forward to seeing you. Whenever a woman is trying to push for something, when she's trying to create friction, when it's like, oh, well, don't you want to talk more? Like, what's up with this and yada, yada, yada. That means that her interest in you isn't really high. Remember, I keep trying to tell you guys, when a woman's interest in you is high, she does not want to fuck up the situation. She does not want to offend you. She does not want to piss you off. She doesn't want to upset you. She doesn't want any type of thing that will make her seem difficult. When a woman has sort of medium interest in you, low interest in you, that's when she starts talking all of this shit. Usually when a woman's like, oh, but let's talk more, let's get to know each other more, it's because she's not really sold yet into seeing you. So she wants to talk more to make her decision. You understand? She's like, let me get to know this guy more to see if I actually want to go see him. You see what I'm saying? That's what happens a lot of times. When a woman is already in her mind, like excited to see you, she don't need all that extra shit. You understand? And then if you was to say to her, let's say she, for sake of argument, she's like, you know what? I still want to kind of talk to this guy. If you tell her, hey, listen, well, you know what? We'll just talk more on the date. You know what? She'll be like, okay, cool. Sounds good. Because basically what you're saying is, I don't want to talk. But if she's pushing for it, saying, well, if you don't realize that a woman will want to talk to you and get to know you before we go on a date, that I don't know what to tell you. She's basically saying, I don't really like you like that. You understand what I'm saying? I don't, because if I did, I would not be acting this way. See, the more resistance a woman gives you, right, the less she's into you. It's that simple. The less resistance she gives you, the more she's into you. It's that simple. You understand what I'm saying? It's really that simple. See, it's just like when, what a lot of guys get confused is that they'll hear women complain about specific situations and think they're actually talking about like things in general. So for example, a woman might say, oh, I hate when I'm just trying to walk down the street and mind my business and these guys just keep trying to holler at me. What she's really saying is, I hate when guys I'm not attracted to try to holler at me. If she's attracted to the guy, she's going to want to talk to the dude. You understand what I'm saying? When a woman is like, oh, well, you got to get to know me and blah, 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 and all this other stuff. She's basically saying, well, for guys that I'm not really interested in, that I'm kind of on the fence with, I want to talk to them a little more. I want to get a little more out of them to see what's up, right? That's what she's really saying. The more resistance, the less interest. The less resistance, the more interest. It's that simple. You feel what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to say. So when you have that situation going and you see that she's doing that, all you got to understand is that the interest is lower. It doesn't mean she's not interested. It just means she doesn't have high interest. You see what I'm saying? A woman who has high interest, you're not going to go through this back and forth in a lot of cases. You're just not. You understand what I'm saying? And see, what it is that you can leave the door open, meaning you can say, hey, listen, well, I see what you're saying, but I'm not really trying to do that. But if you change your mind and want to come see me at some point, you got my number. Holler at me. And then you just keep it pushing. You do not have to explain, because this is what, because he was doing this throughout the whole email, was explaining to her why. Oh, well, I just want to come meet you because I don't like to, talk on the phone and do all this keyboard stuff. And, this is how I plan things. And but you don't need to do all of that. Because see, what's happening is that you're actually giving her way more attention, time, and energy than she needs at this point. Like, she's not worth the explanation. You understand what I'm saying? She's not. You just know why you do what you do, and you do that. And then you just find the girls who's going to follow that, and the girls who are not, you just don't fuck with them. But you don't need to explain shit to none of them. You understand? This is what I do. If you ain't trying to do that, cool. You understand? You can bounce, or you have my number. If you want to hit me up again at some point, make it happen. You understand what I'm saying? And what you don't want to do is you don't want to say, or you don't want to give the impression that you're waiting on her call. So let's say, for example, this guy, he said, let's meet up on Sunday. You don't want to say, you don't want to say to the girl, hey, well, you have my number. If you change your mind about Sunday, let me know. No, Sunday's done. Sunday's finished. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Sunday's finished because she's not being cooperative. So you say, listen, if you at some point in the future would like to get together, hit me up if you change your mind. That's it. You see what I'm saying? And then you just leave it at that. You understand? So you don't have to explain what you're doing, why you're doing it, the reason why it's happening. You don't got to do all of that shit. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't got to do none of that shit. And what it is that you're actually, understand that your attention, your time, your energy is very important to women, right? And so what it is that at the beginning, right, you want to give a woman the least amount of time, attention, and energy when you're setting up shit and when you're trying to make stuff happen. That's why I tell you, set up the date quickly. Don't talk to her on the phone during the week. Just confirm the day of the date and then go see her on the fucking date. You understand what I'm saying? All of this like back and forth of, her say, oh, but, why don't you want to talk more? And why this? And how come? And, and if you, we don't need to do all of that. We don't need to do all of that. You see what I'm saying? So guys, just understand that when you're out here setting these things up and you're making shit happen, do not sit there and explain yourself. And also too, when you're first like on a date with a girl, or like, let's say you even just randomly met a girl at a bar or something like that or whatever, and you're talking to them and you're interacting with them, right? Don't explain shit. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to my dude K-Zag20 in the building. He said, explaining yourself also sets the precedence for things to come, meaning if you deal with the woman going forward, she will always expect you to explain yourself. The moment you don't, it's an issue. Exactly. That's facts. You don't sit there and explain yourself to some random chick you talking to. Like if you met some chick at a bar and, you're talking to her, you're flirting with her or whatever, and then she's like, oh, well, why you want to, like leave this place with me so soon? Like we just met. And then you're saying, well, actually, I feel like since, we're having a good time, and then, like you don't got to go through all of this fucking explanation to this woman. You understand what I'm saying? See, it's funny. Let me tell you guys what I do sometimes. And you can do this too if you want, but sometimes when I'm talking to, like when I'm setting up, like if I was setting up a date with a girl, right? And let's say I say to her, are you free Friday at 6 to meet up at this spot, whatever, right? And let's say I'm on Tinder or whatever, right? And sometimes what will happen is that she might respond with some other shit. She might say, oh, like, don't you want to like get to know each other more? And my response to that would be, hey, are you free on Friday night? Like I would totally ignore what she said as if like I didn't even see that shit. Like I would say, are you free Friday night? She's like, hey, should we get to know each other more? Next message. So you free Friday night? I'm not acknowledging what the fuck you're saying because what the fuck you're saying doesn't actually go with what's going on right now. Like that doesn't mean anything. So either you're going to respond to what I'm saying or we're done. And so if she doesn't respond back to that, or if she's like, oh, but let's get to know each other more, unmatch, you know what I'm saying? I just ignore the shit. And sometimes I would even do that in person. If I'm talking to a girl and I ask her a question and if she tries to go on a tangent, I ignore what the fuck she said and I ask the question again. You understand? Because what's happening is that she's purposely trying to either ignore what I'm saying and try to take control of the direction of the conversation, right? Or she's playing games. So what I do is if I do that, I'm just giving her one more chance to get back on track. You understand? So sometimes I don't actually acknowledge what she just said because what she just said is not relevant to the situation. You see what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that. What she said is not relevant to the situation. So guys, if you have any questions, put a Q in the chat. Also, the caller number is 516-387-1224. 516-387-1224 is the number. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys do that and get that shit cracking. But yeah, that's the thing, guys. You don't listen. You don't need to really fucking, overextend yourself, explaining yourself, acknowledging all the goofy shit. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes if you do acknowledge it, what it is that you have to bring it back on track to what the fuck you're saying. You understand? So if a girl's like, oh, can we get to know each other more? Well, listen, we could get to know each other when we meet up on Friday. And if she's like, oh, but, don't you want to get, she's like, I don't like to meet strangers. I need to get to know a guy before I meet him, yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. And you say, okay, cool. I respect what you're saying, but listen, I'm not really with that. So you have my number. If you want to get together in the near future and you change your mind about getting together, then holler at me. And that's it. And you just keep it moving. You talk to the next girl. You see what I'm saying? So don't think you got to acquiesce to what the fuck she's saying she want, because understand. See, I keep trying to tell guys this and people just don't get it when I say this. It's so fucking simple. Understand that most women, right? Most women don't have any concrete rules or any type of thing they stand on. Most. What does that mean? So when she's saying, oh, I got to get to know a guy before I meet up with him, that's bullshit. She's basically saying, I remember when women say shit, add with you at the end of it. She has to get to know you. She's saying, I got to get to know you. I got to do this with you before I come see you. Because the same woman that's saying, hey, I got to get to know you, that same exact woman, the same one, is going to meet another guy and he's going to be like, yo, come out and see me tonight. And she's going to come out and see him tonight. So what happened to the I got to get to know guys? You see what I'm saying? So they act based off of their interest level. Period. There's a show on Netflix. I think it's called like Date Night or something, like it's like a reality show type of thing, like First Dates, where they follow these people that they go on these first dates and they film them, and then the main character of each episode has to go on 5 dates, and then they pick their favorite one at the end and all this other shit or whatever. And so there's this chick who she's going on these 5 dates with these 5 different guys, and they cut to each one or whatever. One of the guys made a sexual joke. And because she wasn't attracted to him, she was acting all offended, like, oh, I can't believe you would say stuff like that. And what's wrong with you? And like, she damn near like walked out the date. Right? Then what happened was there was another guy she was on a date with, which she was attracted to. And she was talking all this sex shit, basically trying to go home with that nigga that night. You understand? There was another episode where there was a girl who that was the main character. She was dating people. She was bisexual. So there was some dates that was with dudes. There was other dates that was with women. So she was on this one date with this dude. She wasn't really feeling him. The guy wanted to kiss her. And she said, I don't kiss on the first date. Then literally they cut to her on a date with the chick. The chick said, hey, I want to kiss you. And she fucking kisses the girl on the first date. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that when women say, I'm not like that, they're saying, I'm not like that with you. With another guy, she is like that. You understand? So this is what I keep trying to tell you guys. You don't have to sit there, explain, go back and forth, try to, have conversations with her as to why she wants to get to know you and all this other shit, right? I know why you want to get to know me, because you don't have high interest. That's it. If you had high interest, you wouldn't need to quote unquote get to know me. You would just listen to what the fuck I'm saying and do what I'm saying. It's that simple. You see what I mean? If a woman likes you, she's going to do what you say within reason. If she has medium, low interest in you, no interest in you, she's not. She's going to give you friction and resistance. It's that simple. I keep trying to tell you guys this. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about this shit. Anytime there's any sort of resistance, you are not her ideal guy. You're not the top guy to her. You're not the guy she really wants. The guy, when a woman is with the guy she really wants, it's like, it's ridiculous. It's so easy. She's so cooperative. She's so like, just, you understand what I'm saying? It's insane. It's insane. But when she's with a guy that she kind of like, when she's with a guy who's like, okay, when she's like, oh, he'll do for now. Oh, you're going to get some resistance. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. You're going to get some resistance. Because understand that most of the guys that are with that particular woman or any particular woman, they're trying to fuck. The guy's trying to fuck. The guy wants to have sex. You understand what I'm saying? The guy wants to make shit go down, right? But she, on the other hand, may not necessarily want that from that guy specifically. You understand? She's like, oh, he's okay. I mean, I don't really know if I want to fuck him. You know, I like the company because I'm bored and I wanted to go out tonight, but I'm just not really feeling him like that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just not. So he wants to fuck, but she's not really feeling him. And so what does she say? Instead of her actually being honest and say, hey, instead of her, actually being honest or whatever, right? And saying, hey, you know what? I really don't like you like that. I just kind of came out tonight because I was bored and you seem like good entertainment. She's not going to say that. What she's going to say is, I'm not the type of girl. I got to get to know you, yada, 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 so forth and so on. Right? It's crazy. But let's get some of these questions. And if you guys want to call up, call the number is 516-387-1224. 516-387-1224 is the number. So this question says, when a woman is limiting me of freedom during sex, i.e. limiting sex positions, sex acts, should I stop fucking with her? Okay. Oh, man. Listen. That chick don't really she don't fuck with you, bro. She does not fuck with you, my nigga. I'm sorry. If she's like, oh, you can only get on top. I don't want to, do doggy style. I don't want to give you no head on it. She ain't really feeling you. She's not feeling you, bro. She's not fully submitting to you. You understand what I'm saying? Hold on. Enter the Dragon said, when it comes to interest, there is no three types of interest. Either she likes you or she doesn't. There is no middle interest. Oh, God. I got to hit the button twice for you. Hold on. Dude, there is middle interest, meaning I kind of like you. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Men are the same way. We have women who we have medium low interest in. You understand? There's girls you meet, right? You be at the club, at the bar, or whatever, and you want the dime. You're like, yo, that girl over there, she's bad. Right? So either you go up and approach her, right? And let's say you approach her, but she reject you, or you too scared to approach her, so you don't approach her. And you know, it is what it is. And then you see the girl over here who's like a 5.5, maybe a 6, because she got a nice ass. You understand what I'm saying? So you'll fuck her. Maybe you'll fuck her. You're like, you know, by the end of the night, if I don't get no pussy, I see her giving me these choosing signals, I'll see what's popping off over there. So you'll probably fuck her. But after that, you're like, I'm good. You understand? And she's thinking, oh, but I like this guy. Oh my God, I really like him. He's so cool, blah, blah, blah. And you don't want nothing to do with her after that. You got medium interest. So you was interested enough to fuck her for that night, right? You understand? It's either medium or low interest. You have interest enough to fuck her for that night, but you don't have interest enough to fuck her again or even be with her. You understand? You said, why do some women play games with some guys they are not into? Why can she be honest and tell him she's not into him? Same reason why guys play games with women. Because you want something from them, right? And you feel that you can't get it by being honest. You understand?
Women also do it because they don't like confrontation.
Right. So exactly. Abel said women do it also because they don't like confrontation. So
they don't want to be the bad guy.
Exactly. So and you got to understand that sometimes women will also, right? They'll be in situations where they're like, okay, I at first I liked him, but now that he did and said all of this weird shit, I'm not really feeling him like that. And so from your perspective, you're like, why is she playing games? You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it is, man. You got to understand that. And so Jack said, no, we men are simple. We see a girl we like, and if she's a girl you don't like you. What? You have to call up Into the Dragon. But anyway, let me get to some more of these questions. King Lee said, do you think women on Bumble forget that they have to start the convo when they match? No, they do not forget they have to start the convo. They just sometimes don't start the convo because they don't know what the fuck to say. And sometimes they don't start the convo because they look at your profile again and they're like, no, I'm not really feeling this guy. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? But there are some women on there who won't start the convo because they actually don't know what to say. You understand? Which is the funniest part about that whole site is that women have to make the first message, but they're scared to do the first message. You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy part about it. So he said, do you think you should keep going on dates with a chick after you smash, or you just keep calling her over? For how long can you keep smashing without dates before she starts complaining? But this is what I'm saying. That's what you should be doing in most cases, is you should be smashing at the beginning. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the only reason why she'll be complaining, right? The only reason why she'll be complaining is either you've been doing more, like we was talking about with the last caller on the other show. Either you're doing more shit with her, so she starts complaining that you're like mixing in, like for example, I say it like this. Let's say you've been fucking her for a month, right? And then let's say you take her on this extravagant date, dinner, movie, or the whole nine, roll out the red carpet and all that other shit, right? And then after that date, you continue to fuck her just for like another month and a half. And she's gonna be like, well, how come we don't go out? Right? Because she remembered that extravagant dinner y'all went out on. So she wants more of that. You see what I'm saying? But if you didn't do that and all you was doing was hooking up, then she would be like, okay, well, I like this guy and I like the time we spend together, you know, whatever time he has to spend with me, and I'm cool. As soon as you introduce other shit, that's when you're going to get all of this extra stuff going on with her complaining and all that other stuff. You see what I'm saying? So you guys have to understand that happens and that goes down. You said, am I wasting my time dealing with dominant masculine women? Yes, you are, unless you're a beta male who likes that type of shit. You understand what I'm saying? If you're a beta male who likes the type of shit, likes to be dominated, then you're definitely going to, you know, you'll like it if you're that type of guy. You feel what I'm saying? So that will happen. So Shaq Diesel says, I've been going out a lot. There's one girl in the group that tries to turn the group against what? Against, I try talking to other girls, but she will pull them away from me. And why? Bro, you're gonna have to call up for that because I need some more information with that shit. He says, it's harder to pull women from groups of 6 in the club. If you go by yourself, I approached 2 groups. They just looked at me like an alien, a little confused. I was the clean in the club. What? Bro, go to badboymembership.com. I have a whole program called How to Approach Groups of Women. And I break down exactly how to do it, how to pull chicks out of the group, how to talk to girls in groups, even if there's guys there. I talk about all that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you go to badboymembership.com to get that. New York Janky says, like channel and always donate, but Locario, we need to show respect to grown men and not have mouths with 2 seconds. Say, what's your fucking question? Talking like that to your supporters ain't cool. Y'all want me to break this button? Oh, I gotta hit it again. Hold on 1 second. Bro, if we're doing a show and people want to get their questions answered, and we only have a limited amount of time each show, but we have a lot of people calling in or sending questions, right? What the fuck do you think you expect? You understand what I'm saying? So you need to ask the question so we can get to the situation. What are you talking about? You understand? So that's just part of it. That's part of the thing. Like, what are you talking about, man? All right. So Rodale said, what are ways I can choose to deal with sexually in high school? Bro, are you 18 years or over? If you ain't over 18, this ain't the show for you, my brother. You gotta wait till you older than that. Talking about in high school and shit. You said what you should I do? I'm gonna read exactly how you guys write this shit because what you should I do if a woman give me a lame excuse like I feel bad actually, many things to fix in my life at the moment. She said this after flaking. Yeah, she's not feeling you, bro. I'm telling you guys, it's so simple. See, the problem is y'all be trying to give girls excuses. Oh, maybe she got this going on. Maybe this. No. She don't like you.
She probably doesn't like him because he can't construct a sentence.
You say he can't like us. Probably, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna match guys because they can't spell.
Because they can't spell. I know women do stuff like, why y'all be doing that?
Well,
yeah, why?
It's an English major.
Oh, come on. Come on. That's the crazy shit. Women will do that shit. Women will be like, oh, he said he wrote THEIR instead of THERE or whatever. So and that'll make them not want to fuck with you. You see what I'm saying? This is April just says, I'm silently correcting your grammar. So that's the thing. Women do that shit all the time. We don't give a fuck. We don't even care if you can spell. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dude Miles Cunningham in the building. Get the lights up, people. Like men, we don't care. We don't even care if you can speak. Right, exactly. We're like, oh, she can't speak. This is awesome. This is great. This is amazing. I love her. You know what I'm saying? So let me get to some more of these questions. Hold on. Okay, so it says probably a silly question, but how can one meet someone with high interest on a consistent basis? See, I actually have a bad boy membership program on this. I think I have two actually. One is called Super High Interest, right? And then I have another one that talks about how to meet women who have high interest in you. So guys, I'm telling you, a lot of the questions you ask me, you can get the answer on the Bad Boy membership. Go to badboymembership.com, join the Bad Boy membership, and get the programs. You feel what I'm saying? It's real simple, man. So make sure you go to Bad Boy membership to get that shit cracking. So Locario's son, y'all hilarious with these screen names. Oh man, y'all are funny. Hold on. So he says, a girl I'm dating for 8 months tells me that when guys ask her if she has a boyfriend, she tells them that she's dating me, and she tells them proudly about how she likes me. What do you think, Locario? Tell that woman to stop telling niggas that you her man. You understand what I'm saying? Tell it, because right now what you're doing is by not like checking that, you're co-signing that shit. You understand? Be like, listen, I'm not your man. So go fuck with them other niggas too. You understand what I'm saying? So don't do that shit. All right, so let's get some more of these questions. So it says, how do you let a girl know you want to have sex without saying it directly on the first date? Well, you've got to flirt, build sexual tension, and touch her. But it's good if you say it directly, because then it's easier to see if the girl's really trying to make something happen. You understand what I'm saying? Because remember, this is the drawback of being indirect with women. The drawback is when you're indirect, right? It's easy for her to play dumb. You understand what I'm saying? It's easy for her to say, "Oh, I didn't know that this is what you wanted." You understand what I'm saying? I didn't know. I thought we were just hanging out. I thought we were just friends. Right? So a lot of times when you're indirect, it gives her that leeway to play dumb, like she don't know what the fuck's going on. You said when you first started working on your business, how many women on average were on your rotation, and how often were you dating? I have 6 women in my rotation, and I'm seeing more. Is this detrimental? No, not well. This is the thing. Not really. It just all depends on if you have good time management skills. Because when I started doing what I was doing, shit, I mean, I probably had like anywhere between like 4 and 6 women that I would be seeing in rotation, on and off. Then some will fall off, then I get some more. But it's about having time management skills. You feel what I'm saying? So you can go out there and get your cracking. You just got to make sure that you manage your time so that you're able to get your work done. And then you can also fuck around and do what you got to do with the chicks. So you said, what do you do when a girl you're dating long-term refuses sex, blaming work, stress? She works shifts. What? Hold on. First of all, this is why you should be dating multiple women in the first place. As one. 2, how long have you been actually dating this woman? You understand what I'm saying? And 3, that's a bunch of bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Meaning she's using that as an excuse. You understand? Because see, again, when a woman likes you, when a woman wants to keep you, when a woman is really fucking with you, she's thinking, what do I need to do to keep this guy happy? What do I need to do to keep this guy interested in me? What do I need to do to keep this guy wanting to fuck with me? So she's not going to be like, she's not going to sit there knowing you want to have sex and then be like, I'm tired. You know, see, women do that to men that they know is going to stay with them. They do. I remember, I think it was Eddie Fuse was saying this once, where he said that he knew this guy who he would be fucking with these girls, having sex with these girls, and he pull out his phone and start filming himself like while they sucking his dick and doing a whole bunch of shit, right? And so none of the girls like complained or was like stop or what, you know what I'm saying? So somebody asked the guy like, you know, what makes the girls, you know, not complain? You understand what I'm saying? What makes the girls just kind of like go with it? And basically what he said was, he said they go with it because they know if they don't go with it, I'd stop fucking with them. So they knew that he would stop fucking with them if they're not doing what he says. And they valued him so much that they wanted to keep fucking with him. You see what I'm saying? So if your girl values you and you want to get shit popping, she's not going to be like, oh, well, you know, I'm just tired and things of stress at work and whatever and all that other goofy shit. She will do the shit even if she's tired. She'll probably give you some tired ass head, but she'll give you some head. You understand? I'm telling you. It's all about that interest. You said, why are 5s and 6s harder to get than 7s and 8s? What are y'all talking about? First, it's the 7, 8s, 9s, and 10s is harder to get than the 5s and the 6s. Now the 5s and the 6s is harder to get than the 7, 8s, 9s, and 10s. Like, what are we talking about here? No. First of all, that whole scale 1 to 10 shit is, you know, it's a mythical scale. It's not real. You understand what I'm saying? In the real world, there is no 10s, 9s, 8s, 7s, 6s, 5s, 4s, 3s, 2s, and 1s. It's all your perception and your perspective. So a girl can't be harder to get because she's a 7 or a 6 or 5 because there is no fact that a woman is a 7, 6, or 5. It's no fact. So if it's no fact, then there's no, that shit doesn't make any sense. You understand? Makes zero sense. So King Lee says, if we got on the membership during the holiday sale, do we get the paper version of the Looks Don't Matter or just the digital? I don't have a paper version. All it has is the digital version. But if you're on the membership on the Christmas sale, then yeah, you got the digital version. You feel what I'm saying? But you actually have to be a member at that time, or either got it at that time, or you know, have been on it at that time. So I had dudes who was like a member like 3 years ago talking about, yo, can I get it? I was a member. I was like, no, you was a member. You're not a member now, bro. What are you talking about? So whoever's a member now, and you know what I'm saying, and who's been a member, you know, before that time, up until that time, and is still a member at that time, then they would have got it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Let me get to another question. So it says, you said in one of your videos, dating is easy many times. And why did you admit dating is going to be hard for most men if you say dating is easy? No, I said dating is easy for guys who have game. It's going to be hard for guys who don't have game. You understand? So, and I said, even now with social media and all these other things, dating is going to be easier for guys who have game. You understand? And it's going to be harder for guys who don't have game. You understand? So if your game is weak as shit, oh, it's gonna be so hard for you guys. I feel for you. Like all the incels and all these other niggas that sitting there crying about women, the game is going to be super hard for you. You understand what I'm saying? Like you have to learn game, or you're fucked. Pretty much. Like I'm dead serious when I'm saying this. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's going to be ridiculously hard for you. You understand? ridiculously hard. Enter the Dragon. You need to call up, man. I don't know what you said. You said the lie men. What the lie men are told about is women. They care about looks. Then you said they don't care about looks. Is that a contradiction? Hold on, I gotta read that again because that confused me. You said the lie men are told about is women. They care about looks. Then you said they don't care about looks. How's that a contradiction? What are you talking about? If the lie is that women care about looks, and then I'm saying they don't, how's that? I don't understand. You're confusing me, bro. You see what I'm saying? Call up, man. Call up. You said, could you break down the all the different modes? I hear them, but don't know what they are. The different modes. What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about, Chris. You said, do you remember you have a video on the 10 lies men are told about dating? Remember that video out of curiosity? I don't know, bro. I have 4,500 videos on this channel. You understand what I'm saying? I have 4,500 videos on this channel. You feel what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to send me a link or something. I'm not gonna remember each video off the bat like that. All right, let's see what else. What other question we have here? It says best way to meet more friends after 23. I cut off my emotional simp friends, so I'm trying to figure out how to meet quality friends now. Just go out, bro. Go out to different spots, man. Go out to different events, different spots. Talk to different people. You understand? Talk to different people. It's that simple. All right, let me see what else. On how many dates max do you go before you charge a chick if nothing happens after the first date? Some coaches say you are leaving women on the table if you don't go for a second date. So you're saying on how many days max do you for you charge a chick? I always say this: if you don't hook up with a girl by the second meeting, then charge it to the game. You understand? By the second meeting. But see, our situation is different. That's a whole different thing. You can't even people looking at me funny. No, but generally it's the second meeting. So meaning like you meet a girl, you have a first date, you go get drinks. That's the first meeting, right? And then let's say next week you meet up with her and I go for a walk in the park. That's the second meeting, right? After that walk in the park, you need to be like, yo, let's go back to my crib and get it going. You understand what I'm saying? If she ain't trying to get it going by then, you charge us to the game. She's done. Shout out to Miles Cunningham. He said, these dudes are fucking annoying. Instead of trying to learn game, they're trying to catch you on a contradiction which doesn't exist. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, I'm like, call up. You understand what I'm saying? And tell me what the fuck is going on. Like, I'm like, y'all are goofy with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me see. So Locario's son says, how do you know a woman you're dating is getting comfortable while in the dating phase? What? Some of these questions, I'll be like, what are y'all really talking about though? How do you know if a woman that you're dating is getting comfortable while in the dating phase? What do you mean by that? You gotta call up, man, because you gotta elaborate on some of these questions. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Are you saying like, how do you know if a woman's comfortable dating you? Like, what do you mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, what to do what women want? You guys in these questions, man. Scar, I'm not actively involved in campus activities, but my major is very tough. Would cold approaching be more effective? And do you FaceTime a girl before the first date? Well, cold approaching is always effective. You understand what I'm saying? Like going up and approaching women is always effective, right? Now you said, do you FaceTime a girl before the first date? You don't need to FaceTime a girl before the first date. You can FaceTime a girl if you're actually not trying to go on a date. You understand what I'm saying? Which is why you would FaceTime. So you'd FaceTime her, and then you would just set up a time for her to come through and come to your dorm or crib or whatever it is like that. You feel what I'm saying? Coach Justin said, if your dick is in her mouth, it's a good indication of woman's comfort. Facts. Facts. All right. So let me see where there's other questions. Okay, you already answered that one. You said, what is the call-in number? I donated. Call-in number is scrolling across the screen. 516-387-1224 is the number. So should I always invite the chick over after the first date, or should I wait for the second date? If you want to invite her over after the first date, invite her over. So if you feel like doing that, then do that, right? If she doesn't want to come over the first date, then you're like, all right, cool. Well, let's do this next time, and then you hit her up, and then after if she's not trying to do it on that second time, you call it a day. You understand what I'm saying? See, this is what you guys gotta understand, right? A woman knows if she wants to fuck you. You understand? She knows if she wants to fuck you. Now, what happens is that sometimes a woman won't have sex with you because she's trying to, do something for her own agenda. She's like, oh, but I want him to be my boyfriend. He seems like boyfriend material. Let me wait it out. So they'll do that type of shit. Or sometimes what'll happen is this, and this is the crazy part about it, right? Women sometimes won't fuck you because they can tell you'll wait. You understand what I'm saying? If they're dealing with a guy who they're sexually attracted to and want to have sex with, and they're like, oh, this guy, he ain't gonna wait. He's never gonna call me again if I don't do it tonight. She's gonna be like, fuck it, I'm gonna fuck this guy. Because she doesn't want to miss out. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is your behaviors a lot of time dictate to her whether or not you're that guy. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times when a lot of you guys are super agreeable and, y'all are just kind of like, all over the place, you're kind of nervous, you ain't got that confidence, whatever, she can tell you're going to stick around. You understand? She can tell. Let me get to this next question. You said, I stay in a small city with no clubs or bars, so I have to travel 45 minutes to an hour to meet and holler at women. Is long distance dating a bad thing? Well, nah, nigga, you got to do what you got to do. You understand what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. You understand? And if sometimes dudes will move to a different spot where there's more women in the area. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you're in a situation in the area where there's like hardly nobody around, you live in some place where all there is grass and cows and shit. You understand? You're gonna have to travel, bro. It just is what it is. You said, how should I respond to a woman on an online dating site when she reply, I'm going out of town when you mention meeting up? When you mention meeting up. Okay, so if she says she's going out of town, just be like, listen, here's my number. Holler at me when you get back in town. That's it. That's it. Remember, the least amount of energy when you're dealing with these chicks. Holler at me when you get back. And if she's feeling you, she'll holler at you. If she ain't really feeling you, you won't hear from her. So either way, you win, and you ain't extend a bunch of energy. Enter the Dragon. Call in on your phone with the 516 number, 516-387-1224. You're not calling through Skype and none of that. I mean, or through WhatsApp and none of that stuff. You say you said the game has not changed. Then why do you have new program after program if the game has not changed? Oh, you want me to hit this button, don't you? Enter the Dragon. Just say Locario, hit the button, please. Okay, I'll hit it for you one more time. One more time. I don't even know why I'm entertaining this guy, but it's just hilarious. Because I like it right here. I know. Bro, he said, why do you have program after program if the game has not changed? Bro, the reason why is because there's so many facets of the game, my dude. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So if I'm talking, I could talk about confidence. You understand? I could literally do a whole year where every video I talk about is different aspects of confidence, literally for a whole year. You understand what I'm saying? Then we talk about mouthpiece, talk about your mindset. You understand what I'm saying? Talk about different ways on how to talk to women, how to sexually escalate, how to flirt, how to have regular conversations with women, how to actually be in a relationship, how to hook up. There's so many different, you understand what I'm saying? Like, bro, there's so many different fucking joints to this shit, man. It's crazy. Man. Crazy. Enter the Dragon again. He says, you say looks don't matter. Looks matter and do not matter. How can both be right if they are conflicting and contradiction? I gotta hit the button again. This guy loves this button. I'm gonna hit you one more time. Hold on. All right, one more time, a third time, because just you know, it's funny. I actually explained this in my book. Looks Don't Matter, right? This book right here. I explained this in this book. And in the first chapter, I talk about this. In the first chapter, right? So basically, when you say looks matter and saying looks don't matter is both right. For example, I can say it matters if you have a college degree so that you can get a good paying job. But I can also say it doesn't matter if you have a college degree because you can still get a good paying job. So both things are right. Get it? You see what I'm saying? Like it's so simple. It's really not that complicated, bro. It's really not that complicated. So 50 Fitzwell says, what should I do with a woman who wants me just for my APR discounts? That's funny. That's hilarious. Oh, man. So Crouching Panther Hidden Negro said, you guys in these screen names hilarious. I like big girls and want to smash a lot of them low key. Should I embrace what I like or keep it discreet? I feel like my fam will roast me. He said they're gonna roast him for the name. I know. Yo, listen. If you like big girls, my nigga, be proud of that shit, man. You fuck those big girls, man. You see what I'm saying? Listen. You like what you like, man. Ain't nothing wrong with fucking big. I fuck big girls. Ain't nothing wrong with fucking big girls. You understand what I'm saying? Big girls need love too. You understand what I mean? Like, if you like fucking big girls, you fuck big girls, man. If you like fucking skinny girls, fuck skinny girls. If you like fucking tall girls, short girls, whatever, bro. It's you do you. Do you. K-Zach is me. He said knock down them weeble wobbles. Y'all fucked up. What happened? Oh, they're too young. Let me take this call real quick. 908. What's popping? Who this?
How you doing? This is Locario. This Shaq Visa.
What up, bro? Did you donate?
Yeah, I downloaded it to the PayPal.
All right. So what's good?
Sorry about the dyslexic text. But no, I was the one that called because lately I've been trying to go out by myself because I don't really got that many friends. But I've been trying to open up groups of 6. But that's what I was talking about when I said that one of the girls would be like standoffish and kind of like throw salt in the game when I'm trying to spit game to the group and then pick the one that I want. She'd be like, "Oh, don't talk to him," or she'll pull him away and stuff. But I'm going out by myself, so it's kind of hard to like. Cause I talk to her too, but she's kind of like, and then I, like you said, I would go to the other people and they'll be funny. She'll be like, "Oh, don't talk to him," and she'll just continue to walk away with them.
And let me ask you, are you on a Bad Boy membership?
Yeah, but I guess I'm overdoing it because I go up to like groups of 6 or 7. So
It don't matter. It don't matter. I'm saying, did you listen to the program, The Art of Approaching Groups of Women?
Yeah, before I went out.
Okay, so then
a little bit.
So then what's the issue?
But I was getting blown out because it was either like groups of 2 or it was like groups of 6.
And so I think you lying. Hold on, let me hit this.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
I think you're not on the Bad Boy membership.
Oh my God, stop fucking lying.
I think you're not on the Bad Boy membership because if you was, you wouldn't be asking these questions. You'd be out there killing it. You understand what I'm saying?
I just started after Corona. Like, I just got back outside after Corona, but yeah, I'm on the Bad Boy membership.
Okay, and so when's the last time you listened to that program?
Yesterday when I went out, just to refresh it, refresh my memory.
Nigga, you got to listen to that again and again and again until it seeps into your mind so that you can actually make the shit happen. You see what I'm saying? So let me ask you this. So you go up to this group of 6 girls, right? And one of the girls is you said they pulling the chick away?
Yeah, like I was like, "Oh, how y'all doing?" Like I did like the whole group introduction, you know, and then everybody was like, well, the one girl, I was like, "How you doing?" to everybody, and then the other girls was like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" But then there was like that one person that was kind of like, So I left her alone, continued to talk, and then she was like, "Oh, let's go to the bar," and then she started grabbing the one that I wanted away, and then they just kind of like walked away. So when you talk to the girls in the group, the one who pulled the girls away, were you also talking to her when you talked to the whole group? Yeah, I was like, I said, "How you doing?" and gave her my hand. She was like, looked at me, and I was like, "All right, cool. I'm gonna just continue to talk to the other ones." And then she was like basically like, "Leave them alone. Like, let's walk to the bar." Okay, so did you stop talking to that group and move to somebody else? Yeah, and then the same thing happened. So I was like, "Why does this keep on happening?"
And then what? And how many people was in the other group?
About the same amount.
So there was only groups of like 6 or 7 people in this spot?
Yeah, it was like 6s and like groups of 2. So I was like, this is weird.
So why didn't you talk to the groups of 2? Why didn't you talk to the groups of 2?
I did. I got the number, but I couldn't pull them out the club because they was like, "Oh, I'm here with my girl."
Okay, well, this is the thing, bro. This is the thing. You need to keep talking and keep going out so that you get the hang of it, because talking to groups of people is the hardest thing you can do. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is that a lot of times the reason why the girl is, and this is just some advanced shit for you guys to understand. The reason why a lot of times the girl in the group who's like pulling the girl away or trying to like be a cock blocker, the reason why they're doing that is because you got to be able to spend a sufficient amount of time with that woman first so that you can get her on your side so she stops doing that shit. Now, a lot of times there's going to be times it's not going to work because she's just, a bitch and she's insecure. But usually the reason why they'll do that is because when you're talking to the group, the point of talking to the group is so that the group wants to enter to bring you into the group so that you're part of the group, right? Now, what happens is you're going to have women in those group who are cock blockers or who are haters because you're talking to their friend and you're not talking to them. You understand? Now, what happens is that you have to be aware, right? And understand the dynamics of the group to see or understand which girl is the one that's going to be the cock blocker. Usually, not all the time, but usually it's the least attractive one. You understand what I'm saying? Who's going to be cock blocking? You understand what I'm saying? Or you can just basically see.
She was like,
go ahead.
She was all right. She was type bad, but then like I was talking to her friend. Her friend looked good, you know, little Dominican chick. And then I was talking to her, and I was about to pull her, isolate her from the group. And then her friend's like, "Oh no, don't go with him. Let's go get some drinks." And I'm like, "What? Like you just threw salt in the game?" And I had already said hi to her, but she was like kind of standoffish. I was like, "I'm leave." But when I went to her friend, she's like, "Oh, let's come on, like get away from him." And I thought it was because I went like by myself, but I don't have that many friends that know the game. Like you said, when the student is ready to teach you up here, so they like, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about."
Right.
So I've been, trying to go out like by myself, but
right. So a lot of times,
have the confidence to walk up to a group.
Right. So a lot of times, what it is this, man, is that once you have the difficult person in their group on your side, then you're good. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. But I think I think what happened with you is you didn't spend enough time doing that. You just walked them and said, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" And then you just start talking to a friend. You see what I'm saying? Is that what you did?
Well, they kind of looked at me like I said, like I was an alien. I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" They was like hi, but like one of them dry highs. Like, what are you doing? We chilling out. We having a girls' night out, and you came up to walk to me. I'm like, maybe because I was by myself. But then like some groups I would walk up to, they'd be like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" So maybe it was just those particular groups.
Right. So then all you got to do is just walk to more groups who are more inviting. You feel what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that sometimes when you get into those groups where you have a difficult chick in there, usually the chick is difficult because she just wants attention. You understand what I'm saying? And so what I'm saying is that if you know how to interact with the group in order to like dissipate her fucking like hate, you understand what I'm saying? Then you can make shit happen. But what I'm saying is what it sounded like what you did to me is you walked in a group, you just said, "Hey, how you doing?" Whatever. And you wasn't really engaging in the situation. You see what I'm saying? But that's a little bit more, like really advanced type of shit. But go ahead, what you gonna say?
Yeah, I get you. They wasn't really giving me much. Like, like when like you said, when somebody talk to you and they kind of like dry, like, "Oh, hi, like, what are you like? Who are you?" So I was like, "Yo, y'all like black guys?" So y'all looking at me like I'm like, like not you don't want me over here. So I just moved on because it was kind of like.
So you said, hold on, wait. So you said you looking at me like you don't want me over here?
No, I say you're looking at me like, "Yeah, I don't like black guys."
So you said you're looking at me like you don't like black guys.
Yeah, they were just like, because as soon as the other races came over there, they was like, "Oh, hey." Like, hold
on. You see my hand right here? You see what it's about to do? It's about to hit the fucking button. You said, "Y'all seem like y'all don't like black guys." Do you understand this? Do you understand what's wrong with that?
Yes.
No, I'm asking you for real. I want to know if you understand.
Not really, but like you
don't understand what's wrong with saying that type of shit.
Not really.
Let's see. What happened? What's wrong, April? Everyone knows it's wrong.
Because your words define you, right? And so you're automatically setting it up to be a negative situation instead of making it a positive.
Exactly. So right.
Don't you think I am the sexiest guy in here? You guys just can't take care of
Exactly. That's what I'm about to say. See, what was fucked up with what you said is that what you basically said to them is, yeah, you shouldn't want to talk to me. because I'm insecure. And you understand what I'm saying? This is one of the things you guys have to understand. This is why I'm asking you all these questions, because it's not just her saying, oh, move over here and I don't want to talk to you, whatever it is like that. The reason why that's happening a lot of times is because you're coming into the interaction, right? And you're not coming in with confidence. You understand? You're not coming in as a guy who feels he should be there. Like he's actually bringing fun and energy and a good time to the situation. So by you saying, hey, you ladies, yeah, y'all look like y'all don't like black guys, right? What you're saying is I'm looking for your validation to be in your presence. So basically what you're doing is you're putting them on top of you. You're putting them above you. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So that's what I'm saying, where certain things that you say and certain things you do is coming out in the interactions you're having, which is causing sometimes for the women that you're talking to be repelled by you. You understand? Because I try to tell guys this, is that women judge themselves, right, based off of the type of guys that approach them. So if the guy that's approaching them is insecure, they're going to be very standoffish and negative towards that. You understand what I'm saying? But if the guy that's approaching them is confident, if the guy that's approaching them is the guy who thinks he's the shit, right? And you come at them with a certain type of energy, you're going to get a totally different response. This is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I get you. But some of them actually be like, I don't. So I'm like, all right, let me move away from.
No, you said some of them say what? You said some of them what? Wait, say that again?
Some of them. I said some of them say they don't.
Some of them say they don't want.
From that situation.
Some of them say they don't want. What?
They don't like black guys.
How would you know they don't like black guys?
Well, they say it.
No, but why did they say it?
Because I said it.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're the one that brought that up, right? So that's why they responded that way. Right? I don't give a fuck what they like. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? You basically asked them. This is what you did when you approached. This is essentially what happened when you approached. You went up to them and said, "Hey, ladies, do you like me?" That's what you said. Matter of fact, don't answer that. I know you don't like me. That's basically what you said. Do you understand that?
Yeah. Also, when I go out too, some of them, like I see what you're saying. They be like, who you here with? What are you doing here? By yourself. Who'd you come here with? Like, there's a lot. So I see what you're saying. Like, they ask me these questions and I don't really have the answers. So I'm just like, oh, I'm outside, trying to have a good time, get away and stuff. Cause they're like, oh, you don't have no friends. You didn't come out tonight with nobody. So I guess I'm just getting over the hurdles of, just being outside.
Bro, your issue, this is your issue. Your issue, homie, your issue is your confidence, bro. That's what it is. Your issue is your confidence. You understand what I'm saying? So
yeah, I'm pushing through it. I'm trying to go out
right. So
more frequently.
So what I'm saying is, bro, you got to get that confidence level up, because once you're confident about who you are and what you're doing and what you're about, what happens is that you have a different energy. You're almost arrogant in the situation. You understand what I'm saying? So that when you're talking to these girls, they're going to be more responsive to you positively because of that confidence you have. So if a woman's like, oh, well, why you out by yourself and blah, 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 and all that other stuff. We're like, well, listen, I came out because, since I'm like the flyest dude in the room, you understand what I'm saying? I just need to roll by myself because I don't want to make other guys look bad. You understand? And so I'm just here chilling. But anyway, so how you doing tonight? What, you understand? Like you just got that energy and that aura, like you're the shit. You see what I'm saying? Like your whole thing is, I'm the shit. I'm having a good time. I'm doing what I do. Right. But you're saying, well, I don't know what to say to this and I don't know what to do to that. And then I'm asking them, hey, do you like black guys? I don't think you like black guys. So you're coming into the situation trying to get validation versus being validating yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Regardless.
Yeah, I understand.
So that's what I'm saying.
So that's what I'm saying.
And so what I'm saying is, this is the thing. When you're talking to people in groups, understand, right, that the people in the group, right, they're already usually, insecure themselves. Some of them might be awkward, right? Some of them, they already have a dynamic in the group where one of the girls is the leader, the other girl's the follower, the other girl's shy, the other girl's, outgoing or whatever the fuck it is, right? Now, the more you talk to women in groups, the more you interact with the groups, you'll notice the different dynamics within the groups and all this other shit. And then on top of that, what it is that when you talk to a group of women, right, you're actually supposed to dominate the entire group. That's the point. When you get in there, this is no longer their group. This is my group. You understand what I'm saying? That's how you have to make the situation. This is why the girl who's going to be the quote unquote cock blocker or the one that's going to have that sort of energy, you need to know how to diffuse that shit. So if the girl's like, oh, me and my girls is just trying to have a girls' night out and yada, yada, yada. And be like, girl, listen, stop. Just stop for a second. Listen, you don't have to act like that. Listen, I know this is the first time a guy as fly as me has been attracted to a woman like you. I know this. You understand what I'm saying? Like, whatever. You just come in super arrogant. You understand what I'm saying? And so what happens is that a lot of times when you're dealing with the women in the groups and you're talking to all of them and you're just having a good time, what happens is that because they see that you're comfortable in your situation of who you are regardless, and they're not phasing you at all, you understand what I'm saying? Then they're going to have a different response to you. You see what I mean? And even if the chicks is acting all funny style or whatever, like I remember I was in a group of these girls, whatever, and they try to, get me in the trick bag. They was like, oh, you should buy us a drink and shit, right? So I start busting out laughing mad crazy. And I said, oh my God, you're so fucking funny. Like, that's the funniest joke I've heard all day. I said, listen, you know what? I'm going to go over there and get myself a drink first because I all of this laughter got me thirsty. So I'm going to go get a drink and then I'm going to come back around and see y'all later. You understand what I'm saying? And so I'm just like doing my thing and I'm not making anything that they're saying faze me. And then I went back around later on, talked to some other girls in the group and just did what I do. But what I'm saying is your confidence, you understand what I'm saying, is the issue. You have to be more confident in these situations so that whatever's going on, you're not letting any of that faze you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it makes sense. But like that video, the first video that I viewed of you was pretty much changing because that's what I understand. That's why I'm like, in my head because like I'm 6'1", got the waves. I work out. I'm a massage therapist. I do all this stuff, and I'm just like, what? Why nobody? Why they don't find me attractive? Because my teeth are straight.
You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because looks don't matter.
Looks don't matter.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Most good-looking guys in here, everybody short. I don't understand.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro.
I think it's no sense. I'm looking at me like I'm an alien, and I'm like the fittest guy, tattooed up, everything. You check my page, that's what I'm saying. I'm like in my head, like, what's going on with me? Because I don't understand.
That's what I'm saying. It's the energy, bro. I can hear it all in your voice. You feel what I'm saying? Like you got to be sure.
I'm being honest. You always said be honest.
You got to be sure about what you're saying and what you're doing. So all I'm saying is it just comes with practice. You got to go out there, talk to more women, get more comfortable talking to women. And this is the thing. One of the biggest things when it comes to this, right, is that you don't be fazed by any of this shit. See, a lot of it is the ego that causes you to get fazed. Okay. You understand? Because what it is like, oh, well, I don't want to look a certain way and I don't want them to laugh at me or not accept me or whatever it is like that, right? When you're talking to these girls and you're in these groups and all this other stuff and you're talking to all these people, right? What it is you're at a 10 before you even get into the fucking group. You're at a 10 while you're talking to the group, and you're at a 10 after you're fucking talking to the group. And remember, you could leave the group at any time. You understand what I'm saying? When you're interacting with them and you see the vibe ain't there and they just kind of whatever, be like, y'all have a good night, and then you go talk to somebody else. You understand what I'm saying? But what it is that don't let any of this shit faze you, because right now you're not used to it and you're not comfortable yet and you're not confident in the situation, and that's causing you to have these type of reactions. So all I'll tell you is this, again, go out there, keep practicing, keep talking, but you got to have that confidence of you have to believe in yourself that you are actually bringing something of value to the situation. So and don't ever right imply or say or ask some crazy shit like, well, you guys seem like y'all don't like black guys. No, listen, you have to come with the energy of all of y'all want me, period. Y'all all like me. Y'all all like black guys. Y'all all want to fuck with me, period. You understand what I'm saying? All of y'all. You see what I mean? You got to have that type of vibe and that mentality. You understand what I'm saying? That's the type of shit you need to have. You feel what I'm saying? All right, bro?
Yeah. How often should you go out? Like once a week or 2 times a week?
No, as much as possible, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
As much as possible. If your schedule allows you to go out 4 times a week, go out 4 times a week. As much as possible.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I work Sunday through Thursday, so I only have like 2 days off.
All right, so go out them 2 days. You feel what I'm saying? But go out as much as you can and then and make that shit happen. All right.
All right, I'm gonna cash out you some more PayPal.
Appreciate it, bro.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. I'm all a piece. All right, let's go to 412, then 469, and then we're gonna head up out of here. And I'll answer some more of these questions and we head up out of here. 412, what's popping? Who this?
Hey, Mr.Locario, the sushi.
Oh shit.
Oh God.
All right, Sushi, what's going on, bro?
Yeah, so I got this woman maybe interested in having sex, right? So she wants me to go to her place. So how do I get her to pay for my Uber?
Wait, hold on. Wait, where'd you meet this girl at?
Supermarket.
Okay. And so when did she want to smash? When are y'all gonna do this?
When? That's not set yet.
Okay, so y'all didn't even set a date to make this happen?
No.
So how do you know she wants to smash? Did she say she want to smash?
Yeah, she says she will be down if I go to her place.
Okay, so she said she's down as fuck if you go to her place. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And so you didn't say to her, okay, let's do it this day or that day. You gotta have a fucking conversation about when to do it.
We are talking about that, but she hasn't replied.
So she hasn't replied about when to get together.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah.
Okay, but she said she want to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now why didn't you set a date and time for it to happen?
What do you mean? Like, she said she's on she said she's on like a snowboarding trip. So, and you know, and I was asking her, what's your address, this and that. But yeah, what do you mean? You mean like I should tell her? Like,
yeah, you need to hit her up and say, yo, I'm free this day. Are you free this day so that we can get together and make it happen?
What if she's not available that day? Like,
so if she's not available that day, say, what day are you available? Like, you have to set a date and time, bro. This is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Because what I'm saying is if you don't set a date or time, then you don't have any plan for it to happen. She could just be talking shit.
Yeah, I know that. I know that.
Right. So
yeah.
So before you even worried about an Uber, you need to actually set a date and time. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, Yeah, but you know, how do I get her to pay for my Uber though? Like,
no, but this is what I'm saying. First of all, why does she want you to come up to her place?
Yeah, she said a couple of things, right?
What she said?
First, she feel kind of weird, and like to come up to my place because she's 29. I'm only in college.
What?
And
she says she feels weird coming to your place because you're in college.
Because she's 29 and I'm in college.
Wait, how old are you, Sushi?
22.
Okay, so and you live in a college dorm?
No, I mean apartment.
Okay, so then what? So what the fuck is she talking about with the whole college? That don't even make any sense. So I want to know how this conversation happened. Y'all, you got a number, y'all exchanged numbers, and then did you hit her up first or she hit you up?
She hit me up first.
And what'd she say?
Okay, let me take a look.
Yeah, because I gotta hear how all this went down.
Do you mean like her very first text message?
Yeah, like what'd she say to you?
Okay. Hi.
Leave her name out of it. But go ahead. What'd she say?
Hi. She's asking me which name I prefer.
Mm-hmm.
You gave me your card at Giant Eagle yesterday.
Okay. And then what'd you say?
I say, hi, whichever you prefer. My actual name is difficult to pronounce. So, are you available this Friday night? We should get together and go to Hemingway's, say 9:00 p.m.
Mm-hmm. And then what'd she say to that?
Says, haha, if we meet up, you can pronounce it for me, see if I can manage. I am actually not free this Friday, but maybe some other time. I haven't been to Hemingway's in so long. You know I'm 29, right? My birthday was this past weekend, and I'm not used to saying my age, so I lied when I say I was 28. I said, you are fine. Okay, what's your next availability for us to get together?
Mm-hmm.
If you are down, we could skip bar and jump to pizza and Netflix and chill.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then what'd she say to that?
She said, well, sometime next week should work. Haha, you're very forward. That could work. Where do you live?
Mm-hmm.
I said, LOL. Well, I don't want to lie or waste anyone's time. I told her my address.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked her which day of next week and what time. And then she didn't reply, so I texted her the next day. I asked her, have you found out your availability next week?
Mm.
She said, hi. So I actually haven't been feeling very well. I think I need to take a COVID test to confirm I'm in the clear before making plans. I'll let you know how it goes. If I'm negative, then maybe sometime early next week. Sure, I'll wait for your message. Take care. I got sick since last week too.
Okay, and that was it?
And then I texted her on this past Wednesday. Hi, are you feeling up to Netflix and chill on Friday night? Sex boosts immune system. And she didn't text back that day, so I said, what do you think? And then the next day she texts me back. She says like paragraph. It's like, hi, sorry for the delay. I've been really busy for the past couple of days, so I cannot hang out tonight. I'm going snowboarding tomorrow morning, and I want to go to bed early. But to be completely honest, I don't have a car, so getting to Oakland is a bit of a pain from where I live. Also, it feels a little weird for me to go there to hook up with someone in college as someone who is almost 30, LOL. So I probably won't make it over that way. But if you ever want to come to where I'm at, maybe we can arrange something. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, so that was the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I applaud you for actually in the text you were trying to make something happen and set something up, which is great. You feel what I'm saying? This girl, she seems like she's all over the place, right? Now, how far is it from where you're at to where she's at?
I mean, not too far. I mean, the bus ride is maybe 20 minutes.
Okay, so what is she talking
I don't
about?
want to rent a bus.
Okay, so she said that you're too far to come to?
She said I don't have a car, so getting to Oakland is a bit of a pain from where I live.
Okay, so why don't you tell her to get in the Uber and come see you?
Well, she's saying she feels a little weird, for her to come to my place, because the age thing.
Because of the what? The age thing?
The age thing.
She bullshitting. Sushi, she bullshitting. She bullshitting, bro. She's bullshitting. Listen, this is the thing, bro. If she hits you up again, I wouldn't even respond to her at this point. But if she hits you up again, right? You tell her, listen, I know you ain't got a car. But what I want you to do is I want you to get in an Uber and come see me. You feel what I'm saying? Tell her to do that.
Oh, okay.
Or another alternative, and you would probably have to spend a little bit of, a little bit of money on this or whatever. But you tell her, hey, listen, we can meet halfway at this hotel and find a hotel and y'all both go there.
Oh,
you understand that?
Okay.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like this, don't let this girl give you the runaround and do a whole bunch of other shit. You say to her, "This is what I want to do," and have her follow that. That's it.
Oh, so you're saying it's like I'm leading the conversation, not her. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So what we're saying is that you need to be leading the whole thing. That's what I'm trying to say. You need to lead the situation.
Oh, okay.
Right. So if she's like, I don't have a car and, this. No, listen. This is what I want you to do. Okay, you don't got a car. That's fine. I want you to get in the Uber and I want you to meet me here. You understand what I'm saying? That's it.
Isn't that hard to say?
You say that again?
I don't know, man. It's a little hard to say, like.
Why is it hard?
I don't know. Is given a direct command, bro. It's like, oh, you're gonna do this,
Yes, that's what you're supposed to do.
Man.
That's what you're supposed to do, bro. Get used to it. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to lead, guide, and direct the situation. You understand? Listen, she's a grown-ass woman. She's 29 years old. She has money to take. She has money to take an Uber. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So tell her,
I was thinking because
get her ass in an Uber and come meet you. So either she meets you at your place, right? Or if you want, you could say, well, listen, we could meet halfway and go to this spot. That's it.
Okay. But not the whole she gets Uber for me stuff.
No, don't even worry about that. Tell her to get her ass in an Uber and come see you. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, bro, keep us posted.
Right.
Keep us posted and let us know what's happening, bro. But appreciate the call, my brother. All right, let's go to 469, and then we're going to get some questions and we out here. 469, what's popping?
Yeah. Hello, can you hear me well?
I can hear you a little bit, but your phone sounds like it's far away. But go ahead. Did you donate?
Yes, sir. I donated. I sent you a stimulus package to the.
Appreciate it. So what's going on?
Hey, man, it's Angelo. Shout out North St. Louis, East St. Louis, North Dallas. I just want to make a quick comment, big you up real quick, and I'm gonna ask a quick question and let you. And I ain't gonna hold you up too long. I just wanted to say, just how how good that advice was that you gave the guy, not for sushi about approaching women and his confidence. Like, just shout out to you and Miles. You guys do a great job. You guys I really look at you as like a mentor to me, honestly, because you just taught me so much about myself and about women and about the game of life.
Right. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. But definitely understand it's all you though. Don't it ain't about me. It's about you. So you got to be the one. You're the one that's putting it out there and doing what you got to do. So, you know what I'm saying? So definitely, big up yourself too. Cause that, you know what I'm saying? So, cause there's a lot of guys that listen to the shit, but they don't do shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So you definitely gotta, big yourself up because you actually making shit pop off out here. You feel what I'm saying?
Straight up. It wasn't, you brought, cause like, you and Miles' content brought me out of the dungeon. You know what I'm saying? As far as like dealing with women, like, and I definitely had to put myself out there. I definitely big up myself because it took a lot. This wasn't an overnight process. It was years in the making. It was and it took for me to put myself out there, like you say, and overcome the ego and. You like I say, I really look at you as like a mentor because you really taught me a lot about the game and the game of life, basically. And so yeah, I just want to say big up you and big up Miles. And I had a quick question for you.
This is
my thing is right now I'm out doing security for the cargo boat, so I'm out at sea. So the only thing I got right now in the game is dating sites. I got Tinder and I'm on Instagram, DMing left and right.
Right.
So basically, I'm not going to be back on land until around April. It's when my contract is up. So I'm basically trying to find a pen pal to hold it down on some jail shit, basically, till I come home.
Right.
I had some lined up, and I'm having plenty motion on Tinder, but I'm not quite sure how to set it up to kind of string it along, some situations along. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, well, this is the thing. Right now, all you really need to do is that you just need to set up a situation where, they know about your situation and then let them know that you're going to holler at them once you back, once you're available. So you don't necessarily even need to like go back and forth with them for a long time. It's more so like, you match with a girl, you talk to her a little bit, you say, hey, listen, I'm actually out at sea or whatever, but I'm gonna be back, here in April. So when I get back, I want us to get together and make some happen. Now, what you do is that you do that to a bunch of women. You understand what I'm saying? So you could do that to damn near 100 girls. You understand what I'm saying? And so you set that up with all those girls so that by the time you get back, right, what's going to happen is all of the girls ain't going to respond back, but you're going to have a good percentage of them that are going to respond back. You see what I'm saying? So now what it is that for the next 3 months, you just have enough time to set up a lot of different things. So this is what I was telling guys to do when the whole COVID shit first started happening and nobody was outside and everything. I was telling guys, listen, get online and set shit up. So when things start opening back up, you got a bunch of girls you can hit up. You got certain girls' numbers or whatever you already talked to. You be like, yo, what up? It's so-and-so. How you been? Listen, how about we get together this weekend? I'm going to be in town, whatever. So you already have the connection there from setting everything up from now. You see what I'm saying? So you can still talk to them back and forth if you want. What I would say to that is this also too, is that even if you do talk to them, you don't want to do too much, because sometimes what'll happen is you'll have a pen pal type of situation. And because it's been such a pen pal type of situation, when it comes time to actually making shit happen and doing shit, there's going to be certain women who's going to front. You understand what I'm saying? Because they've already extracted as much attention from you as possible. And what that means is that some of them were women who probably were never really that interested in you in the first place. Meaning they were interested in your attention, but they were never interested in meeting you. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is that when you do the pen pal thing a lot of times is that you set yourself up to basically be used by attention whores. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I say the better thing to do is you match with them. You can converse with them back and forth a little bit just to let them know your setup. And then once they know the setup and once you let them know you're interested in making something happen, you say, listen, here's my information. Here's my number. Here's my Instagram or whatever it is like that, so be whatever. And you say, listen, I'm going to be back in town in April. So I'm going to definitely hit you back up. I'm going to hit you up when that happens. So now you don't really necessarily need to hit her up. If she hits you up, fine, cool. She says, hey, what's up? You say, hey, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. And then you just like keep pushing like that. But you don't need to keep hitting them up. You just set it up so that when the time comes. So let's say, for example, you coming back the first week in April, right? The last week in March, that's when you start hitting everybody back up. Yo, what's up? Stephanie, what's good? How you doing? How you been? Listen, I'm actually going to be in town, first week in April. Let's set up. Let's go. You see what I mean? So that's all you do with all of the girls you've been talking to. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
Right. All right, bro.
Hey, good shit. I appreciate it. And one more time, man. Like you say, the truth is inside of me, man. When
that's what's up.
Like I said, listening to
That's what's up, man. Yeah, I love to hear it, man. I'm glad you out here making it happen, bro. Real talk.
Yeah, man. It really unlocked that what was inside of me already, and this new feeling of power. It's very invigorating. This new feeling of power, actually knowing that I can really have any woman I want.
That's what's up. I love it.
Great.
I love it. This the type of enthusiasm and energy and confidence that I was trying to tell the last caller. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit that you have that's going to actually make shit pop off. You feel what I'm saying?
When you understand it and when you unlock it, it's already in you. Once you unlock it, that feeling of power,
right?
It's intoxicating.
Right.
Thanks so much, brother.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. I'm a holler, man. That's what's up. All right. So let me go to 470. 470 is popping. Who this? 470. 470 going once. 470 going twice.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. What's going on, bro?
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. My bad. My phone was accidentally muted.
All right, cool.
My name is Bill. I donated, so I got you on the transfer.
Appreciate it. So what's going on?
Okay, the basic question is this. How do you deal? I have a question just for you and guys in general, and also, I want to know this. How do you deal with women that are like overweight and you have to tell them like you're not sexually attracted to them? Like you like them, but like you but I don't know how to put it. But like that's a turn off sexual. How do you deal with that?
Hold on. So why are you fucking with them in the first place? Like are you talking about a girl that was in shape and then she got overweight? That a girl, like, you know what I'm saying? The girl that you've been with for a while, is that what you're talking about?
Okay, let me give you a little context. I don't want to be long-winded. I'll keep it short. There was a girl that I met. We were talking. She was like a little overweight, but it wasn't kind of like real like fat, but she was like a little overweight. So we were talking whatever about a week or so, and then I took her back to my place, and when the clothes came off, I couldn't get it up. So you know what you do? Like you have your emergency backup friend. So I told him to give me a call to say like something had happened and I had to leave. And I did that. He called up because we have that little thing, I told him listen, I gotta get out of here. I don't want to hurt her feelings. So he called up, he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, I gotta go, but next time. And she kind of hit me up like right after that, and I just made excuses, and then she didn't call anymore. But I felt really bad. And you ever see a dude like, he's skinny and his girlfriend like weighs 300 pounds? I have a question. I don't know like how dudes get down with women like that and actually, be doing it. I don't.
It's the thing. If you realize that once y'all started doing what you're doing, that you wasn't attracted to her like that or sexually attracted to her like that, it just is what it is. You just tell her like, hey, listen, if she hits you back up, just be like, hey, look, I'm just not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell her straight up, and then you just stop fucking with her. You know what I'm saying? But it just happens that way sometimes. Sometimes you in a situation, you're like, okay, I want to fuck with this girl. You get her naked. It's not really what you thought it was. You feel what I'm saying? You're not turned on, and then it just is what it is. And you just gotta keep that shit pushing. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, see, the thing is, you don't want to keep dealing with her. You understand what I'm saying? And keep talking to her and keep interacting with her. You just cut it short. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. I felt kind of bad about that, because women don't take rejection as much, and I didn't tell that was the real reason. They told me back twice, but I
don't feel bad. Just it's just y'all incompatible. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I feel like we would be if she just took off some of those pounds.
Right, but well, she ain't. So you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta just keep it pushing and find a chick that you're more sexually attracted to. You see what I'm saying? The problem is that, you're in a situation where at first you was like, okay, I could probably make this happen. But see, the thing is that, because let me ask you this. When what was it about her that turned you off once you got her naked?
Okay, she had like this big gut. Like, like how men, like, when we take, if we're overweight, you can't see your Johnson. Well, women don't have them, but I'm sure she couldn't see what was down there.
So you didn't see, so you didn't know she, hold on. So you didn't know she had a big gut before y'all started fucking?
No, here's the thing. She wore like one of those like long, like dashikis. I mean, she looked a little thick, but she didn't look that bad. Like, she didn't look like.
So the way her clothes was made it look like it was something different.
Yeah. Because I've had just other women who look like her, but they were like shapely, but she was just, it was like way off.
So was she wearing like, she was wearing Spanx? Like, she fucking got undressed and then she had like that fucking thing covering the stomach, and then she took it off and the stomach just came out. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, she had like that blubber fat on the legs. Like that. Had like you ever like the legs like indentation. Like, it was kind of like that, and then
Right. Well, hey, I mean that you just got to take the L, bro. It just is what it is. Like, you got caught up. You was in a situation where you realized that the shit wasn't what you expected, and that's it. You just keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying?
90 seconds.
Yeah. I have a question in general, though. Okay. That's the first time I had that experience. Do guys, are men really like into women? I see, like, you ever see like a skinny guy and you have like a girl with like 300 pounds, and sometimes I wonder like how they be getting it on. Like, have you ever like?
Yeah, because some guys like different shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, some guys like women who are bigger. Some guys like women who are super skinny. Some guys like, you know what I'm saying? Like, different people like different shit.
Seconds.
You know what I'm saying? So certain things that might not turn you on turn other dudes on. You feel what I'm saying? And certain things that turn you on another guy might think is disgusting. You feel what I'm saying? So it just all depends. Because like you said, you like chicks who are thick. There's certain guys that they see a girl who's thick and they look at her like she fat. You feel what I'm saying? So they'll be looking at you like, how the fuck you fucking these fat girls? And you're like, but she thick though. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so it all depends on the guy. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. Because like thick is kind of like, because there's some women I had that were thick, but they still have like shape to them.
Right.
This girl, it was just like blah. There was like, there was no shape. The butt was like flat, and it was
right. Well, I mean, that's what happens sometimes in a game, man. You get with certain girls and they take their clothes off, and you're just like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh shit. You know what I mean? You wasn't expecting it. I've had shit like that happen before where I remember this one chick I went out with, and we went back to her spot or whatever, and she had on one of those like spank things, and then I was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? So it happens sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's my question. Yeah, so I guess one last tiny thing. How do you tell a girl that because I'm dealing with this right now, like she might be a little fat, and you want to tell her like, hey, if you want this relationship to go forward, or if you want to be sexually attracted, I think you need to take off some weight.
Well,
well, this
is the thing. instead of doing that, just find a chick who's at the weight you like, bro. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because now you just wasting time. You just be like, yo, listen, find a chick who's up to that standard and then holler at her. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. Gotcha. Okay, I've been on here too long. Thanks, Locario. You keep doing what you're doing, man.
All right, bro. Appreciate it. What you want to say? What he's going to say?
Okay, first of all, if you can't find the girls that you like, you can't tell a girl if you take off some weight. Especially if you're not in a relationship with her, you can't tell her.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. That's why I was like, you just gotta find a girl that you know what I'm saying.
Some weight,
right?
And you would be more sexually attractive to me because then you will no longer be sexually attracted to her,
right? Because she's gonna be like, why the fuck this nigga?
If you're in a long-term relationship and your husband or your boyfriend is telling you, hey, let's go to the gym together, or like, hey, you know, like you really need to start taking better care of yourself, blah, blah, blah. But if it's not a long-term relationship, like, then you just need to walk away from it because she's not going to be attracted to you.
No, I agree.
You start talking to her.
I agree. That's all I was saying. Like, you know, he just needs to find a girl that's the way he likes instead of being like, yo, you know, to some random chick that he's trying to hook up with. Hey, listen, you know, like, I know I met you yesterday, but we should, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you have a pretty face, but your stomach sucks.
Right. Like, I'm like, yo.
Since I'm shaving my legs, I'm cooking dinner.
So let me get through some of these questions real quick before we head up out of here. Oh man. Hold on. Okay, we answered that already. You said Ramos talks about sexual charisma. What level of game is that, since that's on an energetic level? I mean, the thing is this, bro, is just like, you know, the more you get used to interacting with women, right? The more sex you're getting, the more women that are gravitating to you, right? That sexual charisma, it's natural. You understand what I'm saying? It just comes out naturally based off of you really being in tune with yourself and with the woman. This is why even the caller that just called, his issue, part of it is that he's dealing with women who he's not really that attracted to, and he's trying to, you know, mold them into what he wants instead of just going after what he wants. And sometimes that's the issue with low self-esteem, is that instead of going after what you want, you're going after something different because you think this is like safer, or, you know, you'll be accepted by this type of girl, but she's not really what you want. You want to sort of change her into some other shit. You understand what I'm saying? This nigga Locario says, so what signs tell you that a woman you're dating is starting to get comfortable in the interactions y'all have, like leaving shit at your place, etc.? Well, this is the thing. If she's getting comfortable in that sense, then you fucking up by even, you know, having her feel that she can do shit like that. You see what I'm saying? That's coming from how you're you know, interacting with the chick. So look, I've heard that chicks say they won't hook up with a guy until the third date if they like him a lot, because they're afraid the guy would see them as cheap. This is the thing. Again, if the girl likes you, you understand, she will hook up with you before that. You understand? See, women say shit, right, based off of, you know, either them being in a public setting to say certain things, or based off of how they're feeling about it in the situation. But how a woman feels in the situation, or how she's feeling right now when she's saying that, is different than how she's going to feel in an actual situation when she's with a guy that she actually wants to fuck with. You see what I'm saying? So they'll say that, but when they actually are around a guy they really want to fuck with, man, please. They ain't sitting there talking about, oh, I'm scared he's going to, because remember, I always tell guys, it's about fear and desire. Her fear is the guy seeing her as easy, but if her desire to do him, it overrides that fear, she'll do him. You said, do you have a program on a Bad Boy membership about when your Tinder gets shadow banned on your phone? No. Like, how did your Tinder get shadow banned on your phone, bro? What are you talking about? And if that's the case, like, I know I've heard like some people getting banned off of Tinder and for some shit, and you know, if that's the case, you either got to get a whole nother fucking probably phone number or some shit, or just use another app. You know what I'm saying? What does it say? It says, is it okay that at least at the start you were going on cheap dates while smashing and might have slept over once? Does that bring drama down the line, or there's a way it can still be saved with your game? Okay, see, again, when you guys are sleeping over, doing a bunch of extra shit, it's done. It's done. So you see, you got to think about it like this, guys, right? Think about, you know, like a guy coming into like a new school, like high school or some shit, right? And if he gets picked on and by the bully, and, you know, he steals his lunch money and slaps his books down and all this other shit, right? Everybody's seen that happen. You understand? It's just what happened. It already happened. So now what it is that you're looked at as the guy that gets picked on. You understand what I'm saying? And so it just is what it is, because that's what happened. So because that happened, that is the precedent that's been set, and that's your image. That's what's been going on. So now that you sleeping over the girl's house or having her sleep over your house, you're going on a bunch of dates, all those things that happen, she's looking at you a certain way now. She's like, oh, this is like boyfriend material guy. This is the guy that I might actually want something more from, and yada, 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 because you've been doing those things. So I tell you guys, don't do those things in the first place. Don't have that as your image of the boyfriend guy in the first place. And then you'll be fine. You understand? It takes time for her, or it should take time for her to get certain, you know, aspects of your attention and time and all that other stuff. You said I like thicker girls, but I also like model looking chicks that are more mainstream sometimes. Do you think if the hot chicks see me with the thicker girls, that would lower my sexual market value in their eyes? Oh, Jesus Christ. Bro, you guys got to stop caring about what everybody else is thinking. You understand what I'm saying? Bro, just do you. Fuck with the thick girls, right? Fuck with the model chicks. And on top of that, ain't nobody really checking for you like that anyway, in the sense of nobody's walking around looking at you your whole life. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just do what the fuck you do, bro. So how many groups of women should you approach? 10, 5, or 7? Bro, approach groups however you want to approach the groups. You're going to see some groups of 4, some groups of 3, some groups of 2, some groups of 10, whatever. You can approach a group of however many you want. You just need to know how to interact in those groups. You understand what I'm saying? He said, it's giving a girl too much D a mistake. Yeah, in certain situations. So like, if you first met a girl, right, you should probably see her maybe no more than once a week, right? You don't want to end up, you just met a girl and you fucking her 5 days a week. The next week you meet her. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's way too much attention. Okay, we did that already. So Enter the Dragon. You got to go to badboymembership.com if you want to know more about groups. When should you go for the kill if a woman is nice to you and talkative while she's at work after 3 encounters, or is it a done deal after not going in for the kill for the first time? What are you talking about? You talking about if a woman that you work with is being nice to you? If that's the case, sometimes it's just chicks who that work with you and they're just being nice. It doesn't necessarily mean they're feeling you like that. You know what I'm saying? But I would need more information. So you'd have to call her for that. So you spend a lot of time talking to the group, like 5 minutes or more, or should they try? If you have any group questions, go to badboymembership.com. You said if a man hasn't slept over 100 women, she should not give advice about game how come Miles is allowed to spit game if he has a very low body count? What did I say? What did I say? That send me the video. Send me the video. Send me the video. Guys, when you're saying that I said stuff, please send me the video. You see what I'm saying? Send me the video where I said that stuff, because I got to hear everything in its context. You see what I'm saying? I got to hear everything in its context. And even and this is the thing. In general, if a guy hasn't slept with a bunch of women, right? The reason why I say that, and you know, if we're gonna go with that, right, is because most guys who haven't slept with that many women, they don't actually know how to get that many women. You understand? So the difference between Miles and another guy who's, you know, what we're talking about in this situation is that Miles hasn't slept with that many women because he chose not to, which means that there are women he could have slept with that he actually didn't sleep with. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. So that's what I'm saying. You got to understand context, right? You got to understand that. And so again, like I said, send me the video and show me where I said all that stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So he said, when you're dealing with a fuck buddy situation, do you get her to invest in you early on, or just keep it smash and dash? What is the thing? You gotta see, there's one thing to have a girl that's just a fuck buddy and you know you just want her as a fuck buddy forever. Then there's a girl who you see potential in as a long-term relationship. But in that situation, you have her as a fuck buddy for just a certain amount of time in the beginning, right? And by her being your fuck buddy for those 3 months, you understand what I'm saying? And then you might like go out on a date after that and all this other stuff. But her consistently being your fuck buddy for those 3 months, 4 months, whatever it is, and her not giving you any friction or issues, right? That's her basically investing in you by being consistent with you while she's doing that fuck buddy situation. You see what I'm saying? All right, so I think that's pretty much it. We're about to head up out of here because I'm about to eat some food. You feel me? But guys, make sure that you guys go to badboymembership.com and join the Bad Boy membership. Go to badboymembership.com to get the program, The Art of Approaching Groups of Women, because we've been talking about that like crazy today. You know what I'm saying? And all the other programs on the Bad Boy membership. Appreciate everybody tuning in. You feel what I'm saying? To get the shit cracking. And make sure that you guys go get that Game Kings documentary. And also remember, the Looks Don't Matter book is coming out soon, officially. So you guys, be on the lookout for that. And that's pretty much it, guys. I will holler at y'all later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. I'm out.
When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first, you're going to have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting some.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
Things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.